My fellow Nigerians, our nation is facing very tremendous confusion. Confusion in our government, confusion that we, the citizens of Nigeria, did not create, but to which we are naturally bound to experience. A few months ago, we all learned about the sickness of our dear President Umaru Yar'Adua. And since then, we have been told he is receiving medical care in Saudi Arabia. We heard different rumors about the president's health. Today, I would like to ask every single citizen of Federal Republic of Nigeria, those who voted for President Yar'Adua and those who did not vote for him, to take a moment to pray for his speedy recovery, and to also think of our president as a father, husband, and uncle. Regardless of what might be the outcome of his health challenges, we must pray for his family, because I believe that we Nigerians are the most compassionate people on earth. We must come together as one under God who has kept us under our national flag. Leadership of Nigeria is not the birthright of any region or tribe in our country. It is the birthright of every Nigerian. So I ask every one of us to stay calm and go about our daily way of life, and wait for the constitutional process to play itself out. President Yar'Adua and his administration have the mandate to spend 4 years in office, and that we must all respect. But the burden is now shifted to INEC chairman to conduct free and fair elections. How the current administration intends to resolve the current constitutional crisis and conclude the remaining part of their term in office remain to be seen. But I believe it's also up to the Federal Executive Council, the National Assembly of Nigeria, and the Supreme Court of Nigeria to come with a solution to end this constitutional crisis and begin the process of constitutional amendment to ensure we do not face this kind of crisis again. I strongly advise all ears listening to this to continue to obey the law of our land so we can avoid a complete breakdown of law and order. Today, we must not seek power on the basis of ethnicity, but on the basis of who has the best ideas on how to move Nigeria forward. On the path of a true development, industrialization, and self-reliance, it must be about who loves Nigeria dearly and about who cares for the poor people that live on our land. Today, I am asking all people of Nigeria, all ethnic groups, Igbo, Hausa, Yoruba, Anga, Fulani, Urobo, Itsekiri, Edo, and all other ethnic groups to come together as one nation. We can stop using politics to divide this country. I can show you how much we agree instead of how much we disagree. With me, we can put this country back together. I'm asking anyone who wants to run for their local government, state governor, House of Assembly to step up and join Masses Movement of Nigerian Political Party today. To join with me in this fight for the poor and the helpless people in our country. We have fought for this country to gain independence, and we have fought among ourselves in a civil war. But we must not forget to fight the war that is most important to our nation, the war against poverty, corruption, and indiscipline. We must stop the religious war in Nigeria. Killing someone because of religious belief is wrong. To be a person of faith is to have the world challenge that faith. I find myself on a day like this casting about for someone to blame for what happened in Jos. Then I try and find compassion. Compassion for the people I blame. So I ask everyone who has lost loved one in Jos incident to find compassion for the people we do not understand. That if we could find compassion, if we could express compassion, that if we could just pretend compassion, it would heal us so much more than vengeance could. What we have learned these past weeks is that more compassion is required of us. And even greater effort is required of us. And we are all, I think, every one of us, tired. We are tired of understanding. We are tired of waiting. We are tired of trying to figure out why our cities, our streets, our communities are not safe and why our effort to make them safe seems to fail. We are tired of being tired. But we must know that we have made some progress, and blame will only destroy it. Blame will breed more violence, and we have had enough of that. Blame will not strengthen our schools or our families or our workforce. Blame will rob us of those things, and we have had enough of that. And so I ask you to dig down deep with me and find that compassion in your hearts, because it will keep us on the road to move Nigeria forward, to finally give peace a chance, for our faith, hope, and charity to turn hatred to love, conflict to peace, for peace that we will preserve. I wonder who among us would like to approach the wife or mother whose husband or sons has died in just incidents and ask them if they think this is a peace that should be maintained indefinitely. There can be no real peace while one Nigerian is dying of hunger in this land for the people in the government to be living in mansion. We are at war with the most dangerous enemy that has ever faced mankind. We must start to think as one country, regardless of our tribal origin. We must start to think as brothers and sisters, regardless of lines that divide our states. We must start to think as one nation, regardless of our languages. We must set a new course, a new beginning, and a new history, where Nigerians live in peace with their fellow Nigerians by their sides, where brothers never point guns against brothers, where sons never raise their hands against fathers, a Nigeria without dictators, where we can give hope to those who seek for it and dream to those who can work hard to achieve it. It took over 200 years for a black man to become president of the United States of America. Yet, black people were voting during each election in the past. This is what we need to do as a nation. To choose the person who will do right for all of us as Nigerians, not for just one part of Nigeria. To vote for the person who shares your ideas, your hopes, and your dreams. To vote for the person who most embodies what you believe. We need to keep our nation strong and free. I'm not anti-government. I just don't want any more government that we can afford. We don't want government doing things it doesn't know how to do, or doing things that private sector does better, or throwing more money at failed programs, because that's exactly what makes people lose faith in government. And all of us, Action Congress, PDP, liberals, and the masses movement of Nigeria, we all want a government that we can believe in. We all want a government that doesn't make false promises, a government that doesn't overreach, doesn't take on more than it can handle, an efficient, effective, honest government. That is what we need now more than ever. My fellow Nigerians, we do not have problem of leaders in Abuja. We just don't have president in Abuja right now. The system of our government can still function with the vice president, president of the Senate, speaker of the House, and the Chief Justice of the Federation. We must give democracy its best chance, and to do so, we must let our constitutional system work itself out. The Constitution makes us not rivals for power, but partners for progress. We are all trustees for the Nigerian people, custodians of the Nigerian heritage. Our Constitution wasn't meant to make us comfortable. It was meant to make us free. My fellow Nigerians, let us take a moment to pray for President Umaru Yar'Adua and his family for God's goodness in this tough time they are going through. My thoughts and prayer are with the President and his family. May the Almighty bless them, bless you, and bless our country, Nigeria. I thank you.